Hi, New York Times bestselling author Jamie Brumfield, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Money Monday. And every Monday we do a video on introducing ways to make money working from home. As a New York Times bestselling author, someone who's made a good chunk of change as an author, self-published author, I'd be remiss in not mentioning the opportunity of writing for a living. That's what we're going to talk about today. Some of the pros and the cons of writing for a living and creating your own stories and publishing your stories, whether you go with traditional press or small press, or you go on your own and you do or self-publishing. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so today I figured it would be a really good time to talk about being an author and writing books. We've got a lot of us have a lot of time on our hands. Many people have oftentimes said they'd really love to write a book, but they don't have the time. Well, right now, with many of us in quarantine, I thought, this would be a really good time to talk about writing a book. Writing a book is a challenge. And it's definitely something that takes time, and it's definitely something that takes a lot of time. Many people will write a book while they're working during the day, and they come home and they write a book. They spend hours and hours writing, and then they go back to work the next day. They're losing sleep. Right now, many of us have time time on our hands, so this might be a great opportunity for you. The thing about writing is, when I started writing in 2009 and publishing in 2009, the market was getting saturated. Now there are a lot of niches that are very saturated. So if you want to become an author, there are some tips and tricks. We can share some of those on this channel. There are some tips and tricks to help you find more success, but it's also important to note that you can be the greatest writer in the world, the greatest storyteller in the world, and if you don't have the marketing skills or somebody helping you with marketing, that book may never be put in front of eyeballs. And the whole purpose to writing a book and publishing a book and making money as an author is getting the book in front of eyeballs. So one thing I oftentimes tell people when people ask me about being an author, I tell them, yes, it's wonderful, it's great, it's rewarding, it's a stress reducer. We talked about that in our 100 Days of 100 Ways to Reduce Stress playlist. And one of the days we talked about writing. It is a great way to reduce stress. I love writing. I love telling stories. I love my fans. They have my heart. I am telling you what, it is an amazing and rewarding career. There are so many times that you can find great success. There are many titles out there that you can earn. The thing is that all of that requires you to put on a marketing hat. So you really need to wear that marketing hat or pay somebody to do your marketing for you. Those are the two options you have. Without the marketing, your book will not get seen. It will get seen by some people within your circle and your family and friends, but do also note not all of your family and friends will read your book, but it will get seen by your family and friends, and maybe a smaller number will be going out to others. But unless you are actually marketing the book and putting the time and effort to get it in front of eyeballs of people who are not your family and friends, the book's success, it gets lower and lower and lower. The chances of finding success get lower and lower and lower. That's not to say that the right person could find it or stumble upon it in the sea of all the other books that are out there and take and help you to get it in front of people by sharing it out with other people. That's not to say that, because sometimes that does happen, but the majority of the time, to find success as an author, one, you need to write the book, find ways to make sure that it's a good product as far as editing, book covers, all of that, if you're going to self-publish. Then self-publish, and then market the book. While you're marketing the book, you should be writing the next book. Because one thing I noticed as an author is that if you stop publishing books, which I did for 3 years, I stopped publishing books. I wanted to take a hiatus. I wanted to raise our daughter. She took 7 years to come or to be created, basically, because we had a lot of struggles trying to have a child. And so when she was born, I wanted to take 3 years off and just focus in on her and raise her and get those first 3 years going. She's 3 now. I started back writing. I'm loving it again. And she understands when mommy says, oh, I'm going to do my writing. She understands why I'm sitting there with my computer. Very cute. Sometimes she'll pick up her play computer and play next to me like she's going to work. It's very adorable. But she wouldn't have understood that when she was two or younger. So I wanted to wait till she was a good age. I took 3 years off, and I feel good about that. But I can tell you that in those 3 years, my fans stayed loyal. They continue to email me. They continue to keep in contact with me, asking me when I'm going to bring more books back. But they've already read my previous books. So now they're waiting, hungrily waiting for the next book. And so when you build a fan base and people become fans of your work, they're going to want to see more. So you're going to want to publish more books, and you're going to find yourself in an endless cycle of writing, editing, and getting it out to an editor, marketing, writing, marketing, writing, marketing, writing, marketing, and you're going to go back and forth. In that cycle, I actually produced 30 books. And so you don't have to be super prolific. I found a lot of success being a prolific author because as I was finishing up marketing one book for a month, I was getting ready to publish another book for the next month. And then I had to start my marketing cycle all over again. Now, as a brand new back in the field author from a 3-year hiatus, I am back to marketing my old books, my backlist, what we call our backlist, and also starting to promote my books that I'm writing now, that I'm currently working on. It is super important that if you want to be an author and you want your book to be seen, that you understand basic marketing and you understand that marketing to the point where you can actually get your book in front of eyes. And if you don't understand that, then put some money to the side to hire somebody that can help you with marketing, because that is going to be the make or break of most books. Not all, like I said, there are those few rare one lucky gem out of 1,000 gems that might see, just hit the right person and it will explode. But for the most part, if you want to find success as an author, even the best writers, you're going to want to have that marketing skill. So I wanted to share with you that there is money in writing books. There is money in writing for a living. There's a ton of freelance writing jobs that are available online every day, all day long. And if you'd like me to do a video separate on that, I can do that. Just let me know in the comment section below. There's also a ton of editing jobs out there. And if you want me to do a video on making money as an editor, let me know in the comment section below. And there's tons of graphic arts and marketing jobs making money, marketing and doing graphic design. And if you want to know about that as a way to make money, let me know in the comment section below. All of those are great opportunities. Then you've also got the books. Here's the thing about books. You can write a book. It's usually about 45,000 words to 50,000 words is a general length for most novels. However, I would go and do a quick Google search looking at your specific genre that you're writing in and asking the question, what is the average word count for my genre? And then you'll know what kind of word count you're looking at, because there are various other genres that have different word counts. Then there's short stories, which can be anywhere from 5,000 to 25,000, 30,000 words. Those are usually considered short stories or novellas. Those are also marketable. You usually market them for 99 cents. And then when you publish them on Amazon, the fan or the reader will buy it for 99 cents and you will make 35 cents off of that for that one purchase. It can add up. Royalties can be really good, but you need to sell a lot of books at that range. So I really do recommend, even though I've written both short novellas, short stories, and I've written full-length novels. And the reason behind writing the short stories and the novellas usually was because they would be part of a box set, where I would put that in a box set for a month or two with 20 or with 19 other authors, and then I would get my book back, and then I'd publish it after the fact as a novella or a short story. That's usually why I wrote short stories or novellas, other than the PBI Case Files, which is a totally different series. And I wrote that specific to the idea that it was going to be a TV, is going to be like a 1-hour TV series. When you read it, and you can read it over like a week of lunch hours. Basically, that was the idea. And each episode was like a week of lunch hours. So it was a short lunch hour escape series where you're doing paranormal mystery. That's why I wrote that way. So for the most part, if you want to make the larger royalties where you can actually make more money, it's a 75% cut as opposed to a 35% cut, then you definitely want to go into the range of the $2.99 to $4.99, $5.99 book price, sometimes even higher than that. You want to just basically focus in on the 50,000 word count, or whatever your average genre word count is, whatever that might be. I would definitely search it. And then write the book, publish it. You've got that one stream of income for your Kindle publication. Then you've got a second stream of income for a paperback publication. You've got a third stream of income for your audiobooks. So you definitely want to make sure you get your audiobooks up and running as well. So you've got 3 streams of income coming in from that one book source that you wrote. So there are ways to make money. There are readers who are audiobook readers are not going to buy a Kindle book 90% of the time. Some audiobook readers will go and buy a Kindle copy if it's not available in audiobook and they really want to read it. But most of the time, audiobook readers are audiobook readers, and they like it because they like that they can be listening to a story while they're doing other things, or, or they're multitasking. A lot of times audiobook readers are that way, or they just like to hear. They're more auditory focused as opposed to visual focused, which are readers. So having those 3 streams of income are very, very helpful. Then there's other ways to make money as an author. Like I said, you can be hired on as an editor. You can be hired on as a book cover designer, a graphic arts designer. The marketing, you can get really good at marketing and make money that way as well as there are even more ways to make money by doing freelance writing, ghost writing. Those kind of things are all out there. There's a lot of opportunity for storytellers, people who want to write books. Even for nonfiction, there's a lot of opportunity for nonfiction, but again, you want to look at the market and see how saturated it is and see where you can fit in. And definitely with nonfiction specifically, find a way that yours has a different spin than what's already out there. So those are the kind of tips I would give there. If you'd like to know more about writing, more about publishing, more about that kind of thing on this channel, maybe even see a whole series on how to publish a book from start to finish, writing and publishing a book from start to finish, I will happily share that with you on this channel, because one of the reasons why I created this channel was to not only do all the other things I'm talking about, but also to give writing tips and that kind of thing from my experience. So I will happily share that with you. Just let me know in the comment section below that's something you'd like to see in the future on this channel. And I can take you from start to finish with doing one of my books from starting to finish, and then even beyond publication to the marketing. That's really the key I want to get across with this video. There is money to be made in writing books. It can be as lucrative as you want it to be, depending upon how well you are with marketing. But marketing is a key factor. Authors need to wear marketing hats 90% of the time. I mean, it's a huge percentage of the time. I haven't looked at numbers lately, but you need to wear marketing hats to get out there. So get the book out there. So just keep that in mind. That's something that if you are wanting to write a book, then you might want to look into some free marketing classes. I've talked about Acadium, which has free marketing classes, and I will link up that in the video description below, but there's free online marketing classes through Acadium, so it can help you get started to building your platforms and that kind of thing. But definitely, I cover some of that stuff on this channel as well. And if you guys want to see from start to finish, writing, editing, publication, marketing, all of that for a book, then I will happily share that with you. Just let me know in the comment section below. All right, so that is it for Money Monday today. Yeah, so I just wanted to say, it is a saturated market. So if you want to go into writing a book, just understand that there can be money made, but you really want to make sure that you focus in on being able to wear the other hats that go with self-publishing. Now, if you go and you write a book and you want to get it published through a publishing house, many of the small publishing houses, as well as some, from what I've heard, I've never applied for a large publishing house, so I'm not the expert in this area. And so if I am wrong, please let me know in the comment section below. But I have been told through articles that I've read and various media things that I've read that even traditional publishing and small press I know from experience with small press publishing, because I was small press published, you still have to do the marketing. Now, I was lucky enough that the small press that I joined, the small press that published my Lone Wolf Rising, Vampire Persons Rising, and Fire Master Rising, that small press, they actually taught me a lot of the marketing that I learned. So they actually helped me along the way, held my hand. So that was really good. But I have heard that that's not generally always the case. So if you do want to go with publishing through a publishing house, definitely read those contracts and make sure that there's some kind of support there for marketing. It'll definitely help as you continue to get those books out there. All right, so I hope this was helpful. I know that there were a lot of little intricate pieces there. I'm not saying that there isn't money to be made in writing books, because I'm still writing books and there is still money to be made in writing books, but there are other hats that you will learn to wear if you want to be an author. And a lot of authors, including myself, find it difficult to wear the marketing hat because for whatever reason, I've had that, I went through that difficulty too, but I had to learn to adjust to that to be able to get my books out there. And it's definitely helped with my sales and that kind of thing. So I do hope this was helpful. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe and click the bell to get notified when new videos become available. Let me know if you want to see more on writing, self-publishing, marketing books. I'd love to share more of that on this channel. So let me know that in the comment section below. If you have already subscribed to this channel, then thanks so much for being part of our family. I truly do appreciate it. I hope you found this video interesting to find out some of the things about being a self-published author and different author publications too, as different levels of publishing with different houses as well. So I hope you found that helpful too. Yeah, so just giving you a little insight into some of the things that we go through as an author. So yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for liking, commenting on the video, subscribing, sharing the video, sharing the playlist, sharing the channel, and communicating and commenting on the community tab. All really, really appreciated. And it means the world to me. Also, make sure you check out the May giveaway link, which I've linked up below in the video description. I am giving away 12 prizes this month, so definitely check out the May giveaway. There are daily entries as well as one-time entries, so get those entries in. All no purchase necessary, must be 18, open to international entries. So and void where prohibited. All of that's in the terms and conditions of the giveaway, the raffle cofter. So best of luck to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm New York Times bestselling author Jamie Brumfield, and if you like paranormal mystery or paranormal romance, definitely check out my books. I've linked them up below, and you can get them on Amazon. Many of them are in Kindle Unlimited, so they are actually free to you if you have a Kindle Unlimited subscription. If you don't, I will link up my referral link for a Kindle Unlimited subscription, so you can check that out as well. It's a great subscription where you get to pay a small monthly fee every month, and you get to download. You can choose from thousands of books every month to read on your Kindle. So pretty cool stuff. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.